Since the beginning of this year, US military authorities have been releasing prisoners from Bagram who they believe are no longer a threat. Some had been held for years. But despite more than 50 of these very public release ceremonies, the number of prisoners being held has actually gone up, not down, and the rise is substantial. As military operations have intensified, with more US troops pouring into Afghanistan every day, those troops have been capturing prisoners who they believe are Taliban members. When the US authorities built this brand new prison facility on the edge of Bagram airfield 1 year ago, they were holding about 800 detainees. Al Jazeera's learned that the prison population now stands at about 1,350. That's a rise of about 40%. In total, the military's own figures show that about 5,500 people have been captured this year, although about 70% were later released, suggesting a very high rate of wrongful arrest. The commander of US detention facilities says plans to transfer Bagram to Afghan government control are on track. He says the rise in the number of detainees is no problem because 2 new wings are being constructed at the prison.
In the initial plan, the facility was always intended to house over 3,000 individuals. So the construction that began 2009 is still underway, and that will be completed this year with the first additional DHU, detainee housing unit, coming online 15 January.
According to human rights groups, among those being held inside Bagram, Zahidullah, captured when he was just 15 years old. One campaigner says that's evidence which proves Bagram still needs reform.
There have been some changes at Bagram, but these aren't enough. We demand that all detainees have rights and access to Afghan and international law.
As the number of detainees at Bagram continues to grow, the existence of this jail, for now still run by the Americans on Afghan soil, remains a deeply controversial political issue. James Bays, Al Jazeera, Kabul.